Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time we chased Team Plasma out of Burbank City, and we also had a pretty awesome battle with Brawly here. And this time we are finally going to be heading off to Castelia City, so I think we shouldn't waste any time. You're going to Castelia City, right? Yes sirree, we are. I'm going to look for Team Plasma. I can't forgive those guys. Hey Captain, show us that ship you're so proud of. Of course, please, step this way. I will fully admit I forgot this cutscene was even in the game. But anyway, here we are. Everyone, we've arrived at Castelia City. So this is Castelia City. It's much bigger than I'd heard. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to find Team Plasma no matter where they run. Oh yeah, David. Here, let's register each other's cross-transceiver number. We didn't even need to in Aspertia. We could see each other anytime. That's a strange ship. A sailing ship in this day and age? It is interesting now, isn't it? Alright, so we've got some free roam here. Now, one thing that is worth pointing out, Castelia City is really freaking big. So probably what we're going to do is we're going to take the next couple episodes to just explore the city and do probably minimal story progress just because there is so much to see in this place. It's pretty crazy. First off, we have an item right here. Heart Scale. Definitely going to come in handy later on. Now, I don't have like a big master list of everything to do in the city. I'm just going to sort of wander around it and find stuff as I go, and if there's anything I forget that I find out that I'm going to want later, I can come back and fetch it. But anyway, heading on up here, look at this. It's crazy. Welcome to Castelia City. It's the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. I bet this is your first visit to Castelia City. That's great. Here, have this shiny charm. Oh wow, they give us the shiny charm right away? I believe this doubles the chances of finding a shiny? Something like that. Or maybe it triples it, I'm not sure. The Castelia Harlequin Hunt's rules are simple. All you have to do is visit specific places and talk to the Harlequin there. Whether you participate is up to you. Places to look are the Metal Office, Passerby Analytics HQ, and the Battle Company. Take the charm I gave you and go, go, go! Alright, look at this place. There is so much to do here. Here's the Pokemon Center, and the city only has one Pokemon Center, but it's quite big, so we're definitely going to want to equip our bicycle to explore this place, because it's quite large. Like, look at the size of this city, it's crazy. It's a little bit confusing to navigate, but it's awesome. Now, right down this dock here, I believe, there is something we can do right now, but we're not going to be doing it quite yet. I want to explore more of the city first. So I think first off we're just going to start on this end of the road and just head on down the main path. Ahead, Pokemon Gym, Oceanside, Liberty Pier. They got signs here that discuss everything that there is to see. This building is the Passerby Analytics HQ. People pass by as they walk along. We were told we want to head in here, so let's do it. Here's the first Harlequin. I'm from the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. You found the Passerby Analytics HQ Harlequin. Alright, awesome. Hello, greeting is important, isn't it? If you don't mind, would you tell me your favorite greeting? Yeah, see, this is one of those features that I don't think anyone ever used. This feature is basically Street Pass. You put in a bunch of information that passes to people as you walk by them. But honestly, this game came out after the 3DS came out, and its implementation of such things was much better. Plus, it's pretty much worthless now since no one really plays this very much in the hopes of passing by people because everyone's got Street Pass, so we're just going to sort of ignore everything else in there. Alright, now we got yet another dock. This city is just so huge, it's crazy. We're all tied together by destiny, but really we choose our own red thread. That's why I want you to have this. And we get the Destiny Knot. Awesome. There's a lot of free stuff you can get around by talking to random people, which is awesome. If a Pokemon is infatuated by another Pokemon, that Pokemon will become infatuated as well. So basically it's sort of like synchronize, except with infatuation. Hello, this is the ship for Unity Tower. Unity Tower is an area that I'm pretty sure we're never going to be visiting over the course of our adventure because it requires you to trade with another player internationally. Unfortunately, Wi-Fi connection is no more, so odds are anyone who hasn't been to Unity Tower already will never actually see Unity Tower, which is a little unfortunate. It was a really neat idea. Battle Company, talented trainers welcome. This is another place we want to head in. People who work in this building have Pokemon battles, not opinion battles. You appear to be strong, but if you go upstairs, please be extra careful. Oh yes, if you'd like, you should have your Pokemon hold this. And we get another experience share, which is awesome. I believe this experience share was given here in the original version of the game. The hack just added in a second one that we can obtain earlier. That's the experience share. A Pokemon holding an experience share gets some of the experience points from every battle, even if it's not involved. They may be useful for raising weak Pokemon. I'm a janitorial man. I make everything spick and span. Probably not going to be using the second experience share, at least starting out, because it starts to spread the experience really thin, and we don't want that. I'm from the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. We found the Battle Company Harlequin. Alright! Awesome. But I think we want to actually go onwards in this building, because there is some pretty neat stuff we can get. We can get to the 47th floor and the 55th floor. Let's go to the 47th floor first off. There's some stuff that we can explore here. And, as you would probably expect... Oh, a company tour? Anyway, let's have a battle. Yes, as you can expect, it involves battling. Lots and lots of battling. One thing I don't understand about the clerks in this game is they're like... I don't know, it looks like they're scared of something. I know they're trying to hold their cell phone up with their shoulder, but it really just sort of looks like a mouse has run by and it's scaring the heck out of them. Alright, let's see if we can finally get that level 23 that we missed out on last time. Looks like we're probably gonna get it, since it looks like the best it can do against us is Rock Throw. Which honestly isn't the best move in the world. Rock Slide, however, that's good stuff. And we get level 23 on Servine. Very nice. Gonna learn anything? No. And now we've got a Makuhita coming in. I think we'll keep going with Servine. I feel like Servine should probably get a little bit stronger because by the time we get to a future gym fight, it'll be really valuable to have Servine be really strong. So, I want to give it as much exposure to battling as possible because we want to be prepared for that day when it eventually gets here. Alright, down goes Makuhita, and up next is Machop. This guy's like a serious fighting type trainer, huh? Alright, return should do it. Alright, one more hit from that and we should be set. Take that Karate Chop like a champ. And this should finish off this fight. Now, we haven't caught very many Pokemon this week. In fact, I think we're not going to be catching any this week. We're sort of having a bit of downtime in terms of catching Pokemon, but that's because we're entering into a lot more urbanized parts of Unova, where there aren't as many Pokemon to catch right off the bat until we do a little bit more story progression and exploration. What power! I'm moved, so I'll give you this present. And we get Quick Balls. Hopefully we got 30 of them, because that could be very useful. A Quick Ball makes it easier to catch a Pokemon if you use it at the very beginning of a battle. How many of those did we get? Let's look. Let's sort this out. Looking down here, we got... Oh, only 2. That's quite disappointing, actually. Oop, looks like we got spotted by yet another trainer. I may look like a regular clerk female. That is so awkward way of saying that. But in fact, I am a glamorous female spy. Can you feel it? How strong I am? I find it so odd that they put the gender there like that. It's like, we can tell, you just have to call them a clerk, okay? Ah well. Anyway, we got a Badoo coming out, which is interesting. I'm not sure, but I think Badoo has Poison Point to it, so we might be getting poisoned from this. Looks like we didn't, which is awesome. And up next is Bulbasaur. I think I want to switch over to Houndour for that, because it looks like this person trains grass types. I'm also reminded that I completely forgot last episode to switch the experience share off of Fluffy, so I'm going to have to move that because I feel like some of the members of our team are getting a little bit behind. And I really want to keep Houndour around for the next gym fight, if possible, because Castelia City's gym leader, yes it does have a gym, trains a Pokemon type that is weak to fire. So we're going to want to keep Houndour around for that. Alright, up next is Roselia, the evolved form of Badoo. Roselia is pretty interesting because it used to be a Pokemon that didn't evolve and wasn't evolved from anything. And then in Generation 4 they added both a pre-evolution and an evolution, which is the only time that's happened within the same generation. Really, really random trivia, but I like random Pokemon trivia, it's really neat. It's always fun trying to analyze the patterns and the one-off things that sort of happen. Alright, we're paralyzed, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we can get another Ember through here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, and down goes Roselia. We get level 21 on Fluffy, and we defeated the clerk. So now we should be able to grab this free item. Guard Special. Believe that boosts your defense in battle? Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Let's just check. Is that what it does? Wait, where does it put it? Does it put it in here? It does. That's weird. Prevents stat reduction. Okay. Close, but no cigar for me on that front. Okay, I think we're going to want to move this. We are going to... no, not switch. We want to item and then switch it over to Houndour. Electrike's kinda gonna be getting the shaft for right now because it's really not gonna be very useful to us at the moment, which is unfortunate, but we might find a use for Electrike in the future unless we choose to replace it with something else. I've got to reach my quota, that's why I'm challenging you. Man, if I got paid to do Pokemon battles, I'd be all over that. This is another clerk, but he has a different sprite. Didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. More random trivia. But anyway, we've got a Pansage out here. This is one of a trio of interesting Pokemon that they pretty much introduced this in Black and White to show off triple battles, because there is a Fire-type version of this Pokemon and a Water-type version of this Pokemon. And they all have pretty much the same stats and same move pool, barred from a few changes. So they're basically just a trio introduced to show off triple battles, kind of like Volbeat and Illumise, or Plusle and Minun in Ruby and Sapphire, who were introduced to show off the double battle mechanic when it was introduced. In fact, it looks like we're going to be seeing the other Pokemon in this trio in this actual fight right here. Up next is the Fire-type version of this Pokemon. It is called Pansear. I know I'm sending out Lucario, and it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm quite confident in my being able to one-shot this thing because these monkeys, at least before they evolve, aren't very strong. Yeah, see, look at that. Albeit I did get a critical, which is pretty lucky, but whatever. And I think we're going to be switching back to Servine because now we're going to be seeing the Water-type version of this Pokemon, Panpour. Yeah, not super creative names, but the names are equally uncreative in the Japanese version, so I can't really fault them for that. Alright, Leaf Tornado hits, which is awesome. And down it goes. Get our experience for that, and we defeated yet another clerk. And I believe this guy will also fight us. Did you come for Pokemon practice? I'll be happy to help you out. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of fights in this area. In fact, we're probably just going to be exploring the main coastline road of the city at the moment, and then in future episodes we're going to be delving deeper into the city because there is a lot of stuff to do here, and I'd like to find as much of it as possible right off the bat. Kind of like this kind of stuff, because if we can find more fights to do around the city, it'll be definitely good for us because the next gym leader is pretty powerful, and I'm gonna want to either get levels or money to prepare for that, because I'm gonna have to buy some Pokeballs for a Pokemon that I specifically want to catch for the next gym. People familiar with this hack will probably understand what I'm talking about. Got a Meryl coming in. Now this is interesting. Azurill is a normal type, but Meryl is a water type, but the oddities don't end there. If I'm remembering this correctly, Azurill has a 50% chance of being female and a 50% chance of being male. When it comes to Meryl, however, it has a 25% chance to be female and a 75% chance of being male, which means relatively rarely when an Azurill evolves and it's female, I believe there's like a 1 in 3 chance that it will change genders to male when it evolves. Which is really creepy. I have no idea why they did that. And I'm even further confused by the fact that they didn't change that in going from generations 3 to 4, because Azurill was a Pokemon that was introduced in 2002, so they've had almost 15 years to correct their mistake, and they just haven't. Alrighty, get level 24 on Survey, which is definitely appreciated, and we're trying to learn Mega Drain, which could be very useful. Vine Whip's only power 35, and Mega Drain is power 40, and we do heal from it, so I think I'm gonna get rid of Vine Whip. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and if I decide to change my mind, I'm pretty sure we're coming up on the move relearner decently soon, if I decide I need to change it back for some reason. Alright, we've defeated yet another clerk, which is pretty crazy. With skills like that, you can get the most out of these. We get Timer Balls. These are pretty much the opposite of Quick Balls. A Timer Ball makes it easier to catch a Pokemon you've been battling for a long time. I believe the multiplier on that maxes out after 40 turns have passed. It's pretty crazy. I'm in charge of development. I'm going to give you this because you came here for a company tour. We get a Scope Lens. What does that do again? If a Pokemon holds a Scope Lens, it has a better chance to make a critical hit. Okay, so it's basically a held item focus energy that you don't have to use up a turn. Alright, so now I think we're going to go to the 55th floor, because that's the only other floor we can explore in this building, and I want to explore them all. Got an item right over here. We found an Ether. Now that Harlequin over there is not part of the Castelia Harlequin hunt. He's actually quite important, but I'm not quite sure if we can get what he has for us in our current state. Ooh la la, you must be a trainer. I can give you a special Pokemon. If it's spring, you get Torchic. If it's summer, you get Bulbasaur. If it's autumn, you get Totodile. If it's winter, you get Charmander. So do you want to get a special Pokemon? Well, yeah. But unfortunately, a competent trainer you must be, for your party is full. So we're going to have to come back to this guy at a later point to get that reward. Oh, you are the Pokemon trainer I met at the entrance. You've come this far. That means you must be quite strong. Well, I mean, technically, I could have just taken the elevator straight to the 55th floor. So, Are you prepared to face the strongest person in this building? Then the time has come to challenge my grandson, the company president. I'll show you just how much this battle company has researched Pokemon and trainers. Yes, the CEO of this company is a school kid. Man, don't ask me how that works. And it looks like he has an Eevee, which is a Pokemon that we will get the opportunity to obtain somewhere in this city very shortly, although it's probably not going to be for a few more episodes, because the place in which Eevee appears is actually quite difficult to get to. Eevee just used Bite right there, which kind of reminded me of something. A decently valid strategy with Eevee. The funny thing with Eevee is it evolves into Pokemon of many different types, but if you teach Eevee Bite and then evolve it before, I believe, level 30 something? I don't remember exactly what it is. It was 36 at one point, but I think it might have changed. If you evolve it into an Espeon before that, it will learn Psychic, which means it can know both Bite and Psychic, which is a very good strategy. We're going to be giving up on Odor Sleuth on Houndour there because I don't find it that all useful. If I'm going to be fighting a Ghost-type Pokemon, I'll use something that can actually hit ghost types. Alright, got a Mr. Mime coming out. I think we're actually going to want to... Actually, no. Grandeur is paralyzed. I forgot about that. We're going to have to heal that off real quick. Alright, Mr. Mime's coming onto the field here. Let's see if Return can do it in. Did actually a bit more than I thought. Mr. Mime is one of those Pokemon, and I don't know why, but I feel like Mr. Mime is a little bit bulkier than it really should be. It just doesn't look like a very bulky Pokemon, but it can oftentimes take some hits that you don't expect it to be able to take. Get our experience for that, and now we've got a Slowpoke coming in. We're definitely staying for that, because Slowpoke is part Water type, and as such takes super effective damage from us. So let's try out our newly obtained Mega Drain, and that'll heal up 17 HP. That's pretty good considering how much bulk Slowpoke has. Alright, let's try one more Mega Drain. Can we actually get a knockout on this one? Wow, it actually raised its defenses quite drastically right there. And now, of course, it's using Slack Off, which is basically Recover. I'm pretty sure Slack Off has no negative effects, so I think it's basically Recover, in all honesty. Unfortunately, it's also boosted its defense from Amnesia, and it's repeatedly doing it, so it looks like this is a very textbook staller, and unfortunately that raises its special defense, which means Return is probably the way to go, because Return is physical. Yeah, look at that. All we have to do is make sure it can't spam Slack Off as much as it currently is, because my word. I think maybe 2 hits with Return will do it. Ooh, we got a critical, which is nice. Oh wow, it knows Surf. That's a pretty strong move, at least, if it uses it on something that doesn't resist it like we do. But anyway, that will bring down Slowpoke. And we defeated School Kid Neil. I don't know about your whole life, kid. What are you, 9? I lost, because you were strong, and I was weak. We must do even more research for Pokemon and for trainers. Thinking that when you win, it's because of your Pokemon, and that when you lose, it's because of yourself, might make you stronger. But enjoying yourself is much, much more important. Alright, that pretty much does it for the Battle Company here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to be continuing onwards this front road. I'm not sure if we're going to finish it this episode. We probably can. The past 2 episodes were kind of on the short side, so I think we can just press onwards right here. I believe this is where we actually entered the city, so we don't have to concern ourselves with that. And actually the next stop on our list is actually the Pokemon Center. So I think what I'm going to do is actually... Oh hey, who are you? Want to recover Pokemon? Oh, sorry. Do you know Geonet? I'm going to say no for the purposes of this now moot tutorial. You see the globe on the 2nd floor of this Pokemon Center? That is Geonet. If you check on Geonet, you can register the place where you live. As Wi-Fi is defunct, that is a basically useless feature, of course. Alright, so we're gonna give the lady our Pokemon and heal up, and it looks like we also have a medal for us. Man, there's a lot of stuff to do in this Pokemon Center. David, I'd like you to collect more medals, so I'll give you hint medals. Okay, so we just got a hint medal. Alright. Now this guy I believe is pretty important. Fennel has moved to Castelia City. Fennel is a professor who is researching about Pokemon trainers. Okay, I guess he's not important yet, but he will be. I'm pretty sure that guy has some presents for you based on your Pokedex completion. Might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Alright, anyway, we're going to deposit a Pokemon. I think we're going to deposit Electrike, because honestly, we don't have much use for it at the moment. And I think what we're going to do is, since we're here, we're just going to head right back over to the Battle Company and grab that free Pokemon. Now, I would of course love to get Totodile from this, but since I don't feel like waiting 2 months for Totodile to become available, we're going to grab what's available in the spring instead. So let's head right on over here, and let's grab ourselves a Torchic. We received a special starter Pokemon, which means we actually technically caught Pokemon in this episode, which is pretty nice. And it's also pretty fitting because Torchic is actually strong against the gym leader of this town, which is awesome. And once again, he mentioned if we want to get the others, we can obtain them / their evolutions from hidden grottos going forward. Technically, we don't know what hidden grottos are yet, but we will be getting into the tutorial as to what they are relatively soon. Alright, let's check out what's down on this dock. Aha, this is the Royal Unova. It operates only in the evening. Please come back again. I'm pretty sure you can only do this after you beat the Elite Four, although it's possible it was only Elite Four exclusive in black and white. Is there something right here? No, there's not. I could have sworn there was. That's one thing about the DS. The resolution is a little bit low, so it's kind of hard to tell where stuff is sometimes, although I think this game looks quite good by DS standards. Castelia City, a city of grandeur. You bet it is. And there's one more dock right down here with another boat, actually. Some trainers even toughen up their Pokemon in the sewers. That is something to keep in mind. There is actually an entrance to the Castelia's sewers in this game, so we're going to have to keep that in mind for not too much later, actually. Stick up your thumbs and curl in your fingers. This is a thumbs up pose. That means okay. In some places, it also means well done. Well done indeed, good sir. Alright. Now, I believe right through this way is... Quick, take this. And we get TM88 Pluck, which is pretty awesome. If Pokemon uses Pluck, then it damages the opponent and can steal any berry the opponent is holding. What do you want? Free for all is the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. You haven't visited the Medal Office. You still need to visit this many places. 1. So explore Castelia City and enjoy the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. We're probably going to be visiting the Medal Office in the next episode. The Sky Arrow Bridge has been around for a long time. Hello, if you cross the Sky Arrow Bridge from this side, you'll reach Pinwheel Forest and Macarene City. However, we're inspecting the Sky Arrow Bridge to make sure it's strong enough. This is the first inspection in a few years, so it may take a while. Please wait. Thank you. As someone who is currently going to college to be an engineer, I can definitely respect the inspection of a bridge to make sure that no catastrophic failures occur, because if a failure occurs, it's not good. It's really, really, really not good. But anyway, I think now that we have gotten to Castelia City and explored the main road off by the coast, and we have obtained a special starter Pokemon, the Shiny Charm, and a new experience share. Wow, we got a lot done in this episode. I think we're going to be ending things off right here. Next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we're going to be exploring the city even further. Not sure if we'll completely finish exploring the city, but I'd like to finish exploring it as much as possible before we move on with the story. So without further ado, I will see you guys next time.